Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video by yours truly. We're going to get right into it and explain why Pela is such a broken 4-star that's actually a 5-star unit. I remember I made the statement in my Silverwolf video that she is actually more efficient and better at speedrunning than Silverwolf. And that's pretty much what we're going to get into with this video so that you guys have a good, profound comprehension, kind of the same meaning, as to why she is just so good. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So first and foremost, I think what you guys need to understand is that you shouldn't be running anything on your Pela other than, let me get my big fat head out the way, other than the energy recharge rope. And that is because Pela quite literally has the most absurd battery kit in the entirety of the game. Not even Ting Yun competes with her. Now I will say Ting Yun being able to ult as soon as you go into battle, like before anybody can even like lift a finger, that is cracked. But when it comes to just getting ult up immediately, she can get her shit up in the first turn off of an auto attack, for crying out loud, which is insane. And then she can just continuously do this every other turn. And let's explain why. So first and foremost, running her with an energy recharge rope is 100% the best way to go about it. The reason being is because she has like several variables that are inside of her kit that pertain to energy recharge. Now, first and foremost, this is the best light cone in the game for her, in my personal opinion. Now, some can make the argument, I gotta find somewhere to put my fat ass head, bro. Some can make the argument that you can run this one for more defensive shred. But you cannot auto attack with this light cone and get her ult up. You have to use her skill to get her ult up. And with this light cone, you can quite literally auto attack, and the battery is just better. The reason being is because energy recharge rope scales off of this 8 energy down here. Now it might not seem like much because you're like, well, it's just 8 energy times 1.194. But when you pile that 8 energy on top of 9.3 energy that comes from this, on top of 20 energy that comes from her basic attack, now 19.4 energy multiplier is scaling off, what is it, 37 energy. And that's only because I have this at 9.3. If I crown it, it goes up a little bit higher. But essentially, I'll just do the math real quick. Give me a second. Okay, so my Silverwolf off of an auto attack plus 9.3 from the talent plus 8 from the light cone times 1.194 from a literal auto attack. As long as they have defense shred on their head, which they will because Pela, that's what she does. 44 energy back from an auto attack. And if we go off of her skill, it's 30 plus the same 9.3 plus the same 8 from the light cone. Multiply that times 1.194. And we get 56 energy off of her skill. 44 from auto, 56 from skill. Let's look at how much energy recharge Pela has in total. She has 110. That means if you use her skill, she gets more than half her energy cost back. That's how absurd it is. Now, let's get into the details as to what that has to do with her being broken. It's simple. Pela can go into battle, pop technique, which is going to put defense shred on their heads. When you're doing Memory of Chaos, everyone always starts off with exactly half of their energy. Pela's not talking, is she? I hope she ain't. Let me mute this just to be safe. That shit gonna piss me off if I listen back to it. When you're doing Memory of Chaos, people start off with literally half their energy. So if Pela has 110 energy cost, she starts off with 55 energy going into the Memory of Chaos cycles. So when you open up with her technique, the thing is, her passive actually applies to the technique simultaneously. It's gonna make sense. I'm gonna show you an example of this entire showcase when we go into battle. But she goes into the cycle with more than just half her energy because she's broken. Her energy recharge is just ridiculous. This is what enables her to just do a basic attack and get her ult up. So, by the way, her technique, which is what's so cracked about her as well, shreds the enemy's defense by 20% for 2 turns, not 1 turn, 2 whole turns. This does not just pertain to one enemy, it pertains to every enemy out on the field. 20 defensive shred. Then you auto attack with her and an ult comes up. First turn, that's another 40. So she has 60% defensive shred to every enemy out on the field in the first turn. Silverwolf cannot do this at all. In fact, she temporarily has a stronger defensive shred than Silverwolf in the first wave of enemies. Now, she can't do this on the second wave, obviously, because you can't use the technique to the second wave. It does not work like Welt's or like Jing Liu's techniques. But 60% defensive shred in that first cycle is all you need to allow your DPS like Jing Liu or Imbibe Lune to kill everyone and then go into the next cycle effortlessly. That defensive shred is cracked. And that is why, the biggest reason why she's so cracked, because Silverwolf cannot get her ult up in one turn unless you rock a thief set and you break at least 3 shields on the field and you're rocking an energy recharge rope on her. Very conditional. She can't do that. And even if she does, she can only put her ult on one single target's head. Pela is doing it effortlessly to everyone out there, and it's even more potent. So that is why she's so cracked. And again, we're going to showcase all of this. I wanted to make sure you guys understood the entire intricacy of her kit. This is what I was talking about. When you use her technique and go into battle, this applies simultaneously as her technique applies. So she gets 9.3 immediately before battle even begins. It's so ridiculous. Doesn't end there, guys. This is also why she's cracked. When an enemy is defeated, Pela regenerates 5 energy. Not if Pela defeats the enemy, but anybody. If the enemy just dies, period, Pela gets energy back. It's like, I don't know what the devs 100% underestimated all these things they were given to her. There's no way they didn't, or I don't know, maybe they did. Maybe they knew all along she was going to be this cracked, but her battery is just insane. It in every sense of the word. It's insane. It's broken, it's cracked, whatever you want to call it. And all of these little energy recharge intricacies in her kit, guess what? They all scale off of ER rope, 100%. By the way, you like my tank Pela? I was gonna say Panka, but that don't make no sense. Tanka? Tella? I don't know. Fuck. Who cares? It's actually pretty 5-head because you get extra defense if she has effect hit rate 50% or higher. And of course, rocking the freaking light cone, you have 55 easily. And then that gives me the other reason why Pela is so insane. If your team actually happens to scale off of effect hit rate, she gives a free 10% effect hit rate increase to everyone on the team. So this helps with Jing Liu, this helps with Welt, and anybody else who is effect hit rate oriented. So yeah, she is quite literally a 5-star character. Now we'll go into battle here, guys, because I do want to show y'all an example of exactly what it is I was saying. We are rocking her Silverwolf's light cone, which, dude, if they don't bring back Silverwolf's light cone during her rerun, that is literally an abomination. That is the most like trollish and evil move by Hoyoverse. They got to bring that back. I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this going here real quick. Yeah, that just went brain dead. All right, so we open up with Pela's technique, right? Look at Pela's battery already. She's already a little bit at the halfway mark, whereas everyone else is not at the halfway mark, or right at the 60 over 120, 85 over 140. That is so weird. What is, oh no, that's right, she gets an additional 15 because of something in her kit. But Pela's at 66 specifically because of her passive triggered simultaneously as the defensive shred occurred. Now, because Jing Liu's kit is so freaking wonky, normally I open up with the ult of Ting Yun right here. I'm not going to do that because, yeah, Jing Liu is going to have a stack wasted if I do that. But look, this is what I'm talking about. All right, Pela's about to auto attack. Ult's up. Off of a freaking auto attack, guys. It's absolutely insane. No, it doesn't end here, though. You're going to see exactly why she's so cracked. So let's go ahead and pull Jing Liu up. It doesn't even matter that Jing Liu doesn't get Bronya's double bonus right here because of Pela. So that's a 55,000 on his head, right? This is why Pela is so cracked. Let's look at this guy. Look at everyone. 40% defensive shred, 20% defensive shred, 40, 20, 40, 20. So you're about to see my Jing Liu send them all to the Shadow Realm, all because of Pela put 60% defensive shred on them. Now, yes, you can make an argument that they, Ting Yun, Pela, and Bronya collectively are making her strong, but that 60% defensive shred is by far the most potent. In fact, if we want to look at Jing Liu's kit, Bronya's bonuses aren't nowhere to be seen in here. We've already wasted them on that little first turn. So Bronya actually has very, very bare minimum to do with this damage. The one who's doing all the damage increase for her really is Pela. Now, what we're gonna do now is go ahead and batter her up with Ting Yun. And let's open up here. And this damage that you're about to behold and witness is all thanks to Pela for the most part. So that's 281. I actually missed some crits. I missed some crits there, 100%. But this guy's about to get sent to the Shadow Realm because Pela opened up with a 60% defensive shred. That's what's so freaking cracked. Furthermore, the 10% effect hit rate that Pela gives to the whole party is helping Jing Liu freeze these guys, right? Because there's a bit of a percentage that my Jing Liu won't freeze them because I don't have the correct threshold to guarantee it. But Pela's 10% is helping Jing Liu increase that chance of her proccing these freezes going into this battle, making it even more effortless to, what do you call it? To freeze them. Now, ideally in that situation where we're speedrunning, you actually don't want to kill them as quickly as I did because you want Pela to go up again before that first wave of enemies dies so that she can go into the next cycle and get another one turn, ult up, defensive shred them, and then Jing Liu deletes them again. And that's the effortless 0 cycle. So that wasn't, you don't want to do that because then you go into the next cycle. Pela's ult's not up yet and Jing Liu has to attack without their defense being shredded. That's what I'm trying to say. But you get the gist of why Pela's so damn broken. Her energy recharge is just insane. It's so easy to get her ult up. It makes no sense. And it's not just a one-time thing. It's an every time thing. She 2 turns, ult's up. And then you got Silverwolf single target oriented. Ult's not up. You got to really work at it or unlock her E1, pay to win there. So that's why Pela is so damn strong. Energy recharge, rope on her, fill up that talent passive. You know, you can make her tanky if you want, or you can make her more offensive, but she is going to give you a ridiculous damage boost thanks to the way her kit is designed. And that's why. So hopefully I brought you guys some good insight and value as to regards to why Pela is just so damn broken. 5-star unit, no exaggeration. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.